So the western and southwest are bracing for another day of brutal temperatures.
A massive heat dome has temperatures in the region soaring into the triple digits. As Jared Hill reports, the heat is already raising concerns about safety.
In Bexar County, Texas, where the heat index soared to 106 degrees Thursday, 24 victims of alleged human smuggling rescued after spending hours in a hot trailer.
It's miserable conditions there, and it's just blazing hot in there.
This morning, a significant swath of the western U.S. is sweating under a growing heat dome. In Phoenix, Arizona, no escaping the heat for the hundreds waiting outside to enter a campaign rally for former President Donald Trump.
A microwave, it's hot, and no matter how much water you use to pull yourself off, it dries up and you're just sweating and cooking out here in the heat.
Nearly a dozen people were taken to the hospital with heat-related symptoms.
We're going to use this rapid cooling bag.
Here, Phoenix first responders showed a potentially life-saving way to treat patients suffering from heat stroke, using cooling bags filled with ice to quickly drop the body temperature.
There's a lot of things happening at this point. We're starting multiple IVs to give them cold fluids.
With the heat comes the risk of wildfire and strain on first responders. In Napa County, California, 4 firefighters were hospitalized after being injured while battling flames, while in Nevada, road crews laid blacktop as the temperature topped 112 degrees. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Cities and towns in the impacted states have opened cooling centers to help people deal with the heat. They're also reminding people to stay hydrated.
It is now 6:18 on this Friday morning. Happy Friday.
Let's get to KIMT Storm Team 3 meteorologist Sean Macaday. Sean, what does the heat in the other parts of the U.S. mean for us?
Well, it means that the atmosphere is connected, right? And where in one spot it is sweltering, in another spot it's a little bit cooler and more mild. But it's not to say that this can't move in for us. Right now in the American Southwest, our climate shift index shows that these temperatures are 5 times, this is just today's temps, by the way, 5 times more likely with climate change, at least. And this is coming at an interesting time because the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration has actually released something. They released it yesterday, and it doesn't really involve the continental United States. We have to go to our state of Hawaii in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The jet stream, which normally controls where you get these heat waves over the continental U.S. for us or for the American Southwest, that rarely dips down here to Hawaii, so it's the perfect place to take atmospheric measurements over time. And they do that at Mauna Loa. This is the famous Keeling curve. And the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration yesterday released the brand new data for the year. And it is not great news. It's showing that the rate of carbon dioxide increase is increasing. So this is the Keeling curve, which really started the whole conversation about carbon dioxide and climate change. This is where they started to actually record year after year. I'll step so you can kind of see the whole graph. Step away. This is where they recorded that, and they began to see that carbon dioxide levels were increasing back in 1960. And you could see it's gotten faster and faster and faster. Here's 2000, now over 400 parts per million, well over that in our year 2024. And again, over the past 2 years, that rate that they've observed, it's faster. So what we're seeing is that at the current moment, if this continues, climate change and global warming is increasing, yes, but also accelerating as well. That's the important point to take away. And that, of course, it can be connected to our record temperatures in the Southwest. Now, for us, we don't have high temperature records yet, but we did have a record warm winter. We did have a lot of drought and heat last summer. We could be talking about a return of that heat late next week. But today, before that heat arrives, take advantage of the beautiful weather today and this weekend. Temperatures this morning in the mid-50s with a light breeze. We're in the mid-70s this afternoon. A gorgeous day to get outside, and it's not too windy, guys. The breeze yesterday was gusting 50 miles per hour. Today, it's like 20 miles per hour. That's all right. It's a breeze, yeah, but if you want to go out for a bike ride, you absolutely can. Today, you have my full permission to do what you please, whatever you want. Go for a bike ride, go for a run. Ryan's fancying a round of pickleball or something. I think he gave up on golf. Temperatures in the low to mid-70s tomorrow afternoon as well. There's a small chance of rain overnight. That'll be around midnight through about 6 in the morning, so you might wake up to a little bit of rain or some spots here or there, but that clears out by 9 tomorrow morning, and then the rest of the weekend, full clear ahead. And then, yes, like I mentioned earlier, it is going to get hot in about a week's time.
We've got to enjoy these nice temperatures while we got them.
Exactly.
We'll do that. Thanks, Sean.